Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fallout Friday, I guess, because that's when these go live, the latest in our Settlement Mode playthrough. And we're going to jump straight in with the Settlement Mode stuff. And I'm going to spend the 300 caps we earned last time, I think, or was it 400? There was something expensive I wanted to buy. Let me just see here, what is the most expensive thing? We need another perk if we want to use an operations room. We could start prepping for having Brahmins, because I do want to pick up the Brahmins that are releasing for the game real soon. So what would that give us? If we do any draw X, keep Y cards, use the structure to redraw all drawn cards. Okay, or that's just defeat them, I presume. You can draw one additional. Okay. Let's have some Brahmin pens, why not? We'll spend the 300, we have 627 I think. Either way, we definitely earned 300 last time from doing Grognak's mission. So we'll do that as some prep going ahead. We also get to draw one free food card to add to our list of stuff, so let's just draw that real quick. Let's draw this. It isn't booze! The curse is broken, we found iguana bits. Don't ask which bits, we're not allowed, legally. Then we have two explore cards to do, one of which we can reroll thanks to our upgrade we got last time. Dusty Workbench. Add to a rifle or a pistol that deals physical damage when a model is using it. Oh, add 1x? Yeah, 1x. 1 black die. Must add 1 black die to any roll made, then discard 1. This is confusing. Does not count as a mod. Consequence, it gives out discard along with any unused. Okay, well the way I'm going to handle this consequence, I will use it. We'll just roll the 50-50 die I have, and we'll see if the upgrade breaks. So when a model with this activates and it's firing a pistol or a rifle with physical damage, it gains 1 black die token, and it has to use it. And then you discard the token. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll use that for this one, why not? And the other one, Daylight Robbery. A citizen is being robbed of their armour in the street up ahead. Either intervene and gain a medium Boston Bugle magazine rack in your settlement. Oh. Or rob the raiders afterwards. Okay, test one of these skills. Well, we might as well go for physical because the sole survivor is strength 7. I think that's his highest skill. Let's see, we're going to try and save him. We got a crit. I'm sorry that rolled off camera, but I swear to you it was a crit. So yeah, we're going to intervene. So a medium Boston Bugle magazine in your settlement. I presume that's instead of this stuff for killing the raiders. What does that give us? Medium Boston Bugle. Where is this? Medium Boston Bugle. Is it this one? Draw. Oh, it's for drawing boost cards, I think, assuming it is up there. Okay, well, I'll take that. So that leaves us with having to pick what we're leaving behind and what we're bringing on the mission that we're doing today. We are definitely taking the incendiary assault rifle, we are definitely taking the sturdy metal armor, we're definitely taking the laser rifle, that's 3. We're taking... Do I need both sets of power armor? I think it's a really good idea. Yeah, I think it is. So we're taking both sets of power armor, so that is all 5. We can store 5, we're obviously storing the hunter's hunting rifle. I forgot about the silencer mod. I think the armor perk lets me equip... Oh no, that's for armor only, not for weapon. You need weaponsmithing. Ah. Well then. Let's see. Keep. We don't need that. We can keep this. That's 2 with the Ripper. Let's keep the silence mod. That's 3. The spare hunting rifle... I'd rather have that over a machete, honestly. And we'll keep the bottle cap mine, because at some point it might be worth a lot if New Hope gets attacked again. So that means we're dumping the iguana bits we just got, a machete and a bow action pipe rifle. With that, let's see what we're doing today. Quest name, Arrival of the NCR. A win will result in 200 caps, a loss will result in 120 caps. The New California Republic has learned of the strange damaged robot being kept in the settlement by the Brotherhood of Steel, probably due to a caravaneer with loose lips, and has approached New Hope demanding that they be allowed to confiscate the technology. The Brotherhood of Steel would prefer that their presence be hidden from the NCR, but will step up if necessary, as they will not allow the robot to be taken. After meeting on neutral ground, words have failed, and the NCR must be pushed back by force. So there you have it, that's what we're doing today, and at time of recording there's been 113 or 114 votes on whether or not Brotherhood of Steel will be asked for assistance, and in a vote 60 to 40%, no help required, and as someone rightfully pointed out, it's probably not a good idea to try and involve the Brotherhood when the handing over of technology is involved, because they're not very good at doing that. So New Hope is going it alone. They're trying to do these negotiations with the NCR. Words have failed, and it is time for the violence. So this is who we're bringing. In the T60 power armor is going to be the enslaved tech, this time with his combat shotgun. Sorry, it's free tech. He's not enslaved anymore. And the settler is going to be in the T45/T50 and has been given the laser rifle. The sole survivor has been given the incendiary assault rifle, and John has been given the sturdy metal armor just to buff up his physical defense a bit. And then we have Pennyworth and we have Dogmeat as always. So we'll get them deployed and then we'll go over the specifics of the mission. So we are set up and good to go, and let's cover the specifics of how we're going to try and get ourselves out of this one. This one we're starting right in the face of the NCR because this is where the negotiations were happening, on neutral ground away from New Hope. No coming in from the edges, and both sides brought some extra backup. First of all, we'll go over the enemies. So the negotiator for the NCR was an NCR Ranger equipped with a Ranger Sequoia. That's the very powerful revolver. Then we have a civilian Ranger over there with a .357 revolver. He's pretty tough as well. Then we have two basic troopers, NCR troopers there and there. This one is equipped with, I'm going to have to come right here and check, just to make sure I'm saying the right things, combat rifle and a hunting rifle. And then probably the scariest thing on the table, to be honest, we have a first recon sniper up here with a sniper rifle, surveying the whole place. He can shoot into combat and never hit his allies. The sniper rifle on its own is very powerful. He's got a good chance to hit. Very, very scary. So this is how my team has been set up. The sole survivor was the one doing the negotiations, and it's 5 miniatures each, I think. 1, 2, 3, well, if you don't count the dog. But we're going to do a certain roll-off to see who gets first activation, because the talks have just failed, and now we're going to quickly test intelligence for both these characters, and whoever passes, and by passes I mean get equal to or under their int stat by the best amount, will take first activation, because they are quick-witted enough to react to the situation turning sour. So the int of the sole survivor is 7. It's pretty good. He got it bang on. So all the ranger needs to do is beat his int by more than 1, and their int is also 7. I didn't do that on purpose. He beat it by 1, so that means the NCR will be going first. And it is a case of who wipes out who first. There's no turn limit this time, so let's see what happens as we jump into turn 1. Well, randomly selected out of the NCR was the Ranger that was negotiating. That was not a fudged roll, it has just been randomly selected to be him. So he dived behind the nearby cover right there, and he's going to fire his Ranger Sequoia into the sole survivor. Black range, you just put in a blue and stars do stuff, and he is hitting on a 6, I believe. Yep, 6. So that is a hit. The bottle caps do nothing. Its base damage though is 3. It is a very scary weapon. What can he do with a quick action? He can do preparers. Oh, he can do quick action attacks. Wow, they're really good. Okay, well, first of all, the 3 damage versus 3 plus 1 armor. He blocks all of it, but that's the super armor gone because it's been used up in an attack, even though it didn't actually do anything. And he'll quick action attack, because why not? So this is on -2, so it'll be force. He missed with that one. Good, okay. Well, my hand's being forced, so I have to activate the sole survivor, get him at least behind cover. So he's diving behind those same boxes. We're not going to have a naked gun moment here with them shooting at each other. He's going to shoot at the civilian ranger over there because they only have 1 physical armor and he's in the open, unlike most of the other NCR. So he's using the incendiary assault rifle. That is what he is rolling. Hopefully going to set him on fire, and this is on 5s. That's a hit. With the star, does the star do anything? It absolutely does. It sets him on fire. That's fantastic. So that's 2 damage versus 1 armor. Didn't block any of it, and he takes 2. And the civilian rangers have 5 HP. Alright, we're getting the scary one out of the way early. The first recon sniper is activating. The way their AI works, well, Warney wants to attack, but then he'll target closest, or engaged, then injured, then unique, I think it was. Either way, the first 2 don't apply, so he's going after unique, he's shooting at the sole survivor, and he ignores 1 level of cover, so that cover he's in does not matter. He's also a specialist with the sniper rifle, so his chance to hit goes from a 7 to a 9, and at long range, which is black, he's rolling that for lots and lots of armor break. Well, that's obviously a hit. Let's see, does the star do anything on a sniper? It does 1 extra damage. So that is 3 damage versus 3 armor. He actually fully blocked it. That's quite surprising, but there's another shot coming in. Yeah, that's a hit. Bottle caps, they do anything? on a sniper. Yep, they break armor. So that is 1 armor break, so that's 2 against 2. That time he didn't block any, so that's 2 damage. Well, for my next activation I'm going to use John, and if I succeed with what I plan to do, we're not going to get to see what one of the NCR can do, because I hopefully will kill them. He's got range blue on his 44, which puts him just within of the civilian ranger who is currently on fire. So he's going to shoot at them with the blue range on the 44, it's the only range it has, and he's hitting on, well, normally 4s, but he's a specialist with this weapon, so 6s. Comes down to 6, does hit, that does nothing, so it's just 2 damage versus 1 armor. Well, he takes 1. Do I have that handy? Yes I do, pardon me one moment. There he's up to 3 of his 5, and then shot number 2. Let's do this thing. Yep, armor break, okay, so that is 3 damage versus 0 armor. I'm going to have to make sure we don't have any kind of roll that saves him, because he gets no armor roll now, and that would just kill him, so I think he's dead, and if he isn't dead, the fire will kill him when his turn rolls around, so either way, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone. Well, we're down to the 2 troopers for the NCR, thanks to the civilian ranger being dead, and yeah, he didn't have anything else to protect him. I'm surprised they only have 1 physical armor. They're really good with their pistols in close range. In close combat, though, they get no negatives. Either way, this trooper activated. AI Matrix said to move, that doesn't really make much sense, so he's just going to attack from where he is, and he's going to shoot at Pennyworth, because you can see him such that I don't think cover would apply. So he's going to shoot at the robot. Green range is short for the combat rifle, green-black is long, and that gives him a yellow and a green, with no added benefits at all. They hit on 5s, their average chance to hit is higher than your average settler. I say as they miss by 1, which is just as well, because they would have done an armor break and an extra damage. And that is a hit though, so that's just 2 flat damage versus Pennyworth armor of 3. He blocked 1, took 1. Could have been worse. Alright, I moved up with the free tech next. I was hoping you could take a shot at the other trooper before they activate, given that they're kind of in the open up there, but his combat shotgun, he'd be firing at long range which has no extra dice, and I want to see those big damage numbers if he ever lands a hit, that is. He's going to shoot at the ranger instead, because he's in the short range, which is red. 2 black dice, but it comes down to his appalling chance to hit, which is on 3s. Never mind, he critted for 4 damage. Okay. Okay, well in that case, actually, would he have had cover? I guess he would have, because it's cutting off his chest. Yeah, well, he would probably have 1 level of cover, so he's going to have 1 better armor. They have 4 armor already, so I don't think you can count it as higher, can you? Either way, he blocked 1 and just took 3. How much health does a ranger have? 6! That's half his health. It's another one of those weird days where you know something's gone wrong, or right, I guess, if the free tech is landing hits with his shotgun. The synths have taken over again for New Hope. Well, playing right into my hands, that last NCR trooper is going to shoot at the lovely big target in the open wearing power armor that's hopefully going to protect him. Shouldn't really say that before firing, I guess. Hunting rifle though, at long range, because the short range is blue, is double greens and it's on 5s. Has a 7, comes down to a 6, that's a big miss. Let's try again for them. That's a 7, comes down to a 6. Was that the exact same roll twice in a row? They're broken. The NCR are broken. Well, we're down to my last couple of activations to end off. Only turn 1 and there's been so much violence already. I guess that's what happens when the forces start facing each other. I moved the settler up. She's going to take a pot shot at the recon sniper up in the cover up there. So her chance to hit comes down to a 4. It's long range with that laser rifle. Let's see if she does it. A 7 is not good enough. That's a big miss. Expected. I'm not sure what I want to do with dog meat, so I'm going to take a chance to think. I'm not sure if I want to tie up the NCR Ranger in combat or not. I'll have a think and we'll be back in a second. Yeah, I decided a charge was worth it because with his senses rolls he doesn't need line of sight to initiate the charge, so he doesn't need to do a move first, meaning he can gnaw on the NCR Ranger's leg right now. He's going to take a black die for his charge bonus. Other than that, it's the standard dog bite on 6s. Crit fail. Well, would you look at that? It would have been such a good hit as well. That probably would have killed him. Oh well. Can't be too mad about the dog bite whiffing like that, considering that the round in general went very, very well for us. Let's hope it continues. Let's see the event that's going to carry on. It's a Super Mutant broadcast, aka nothing. Oh, in fact, it's the exact one we got last time, the one with the tricking the mutant. Yes, I know, look, I'm reading this exactly like you wanted. Remember, it's a trick. You're trying to trick them. So as we start turn 2, the NCR are going first. However, I forgot Pennyworth didn't activate, so very quickly going to cover what he would have done at the end of turn 1 there. Moved up and will also charge the Ranger. Can't attack this turn. would have been beneficial if he'd went in first, and then Dogmeat could have had the outnumbered bonus. Not going to retcon that though. So he's in combat. He'll take a black die for his charged attack next turn, but it's over to the NCR now. So the outnumbered NCR Ranger was randomly selected to go first. He's going to try and slice up Dogmeat. I think I forgot to mention when going over what the NCR are equipped with, he is equipped with a machete as well. The model is modelled with the combat knife from New Vegas. I couldn't find stats for that or a card from the New Vegas wave. So if it exists, I've either misplaced it or it doesn't exist. I'm not sure. Either way, he's using a machete, which is a green and black, and he hits in melee combat on 6s. So he's going to slice Dogmeat twice. That is a 10. That is a big fail. Who are these? These people are making the NCR look like amateurs. Okay, I shouldn't have said that before rolling the second roll. Fair enough. So 1 extra armor break, 1 extra damage. So that is 3 damage versus 1+1 armor. Only the super armor blocks something. So that, and that is 2 damage to Dogmeat. This is why I shouldn't say things before rolling dice ever. But that's okay. That's only his first damage. He's got 4 left. So I'm a little worried here that the first recon sniper is just going to obliterate Dogmeat. So I'm going to activate Dogmeat. I feel like Pennyworth can withstand the sniper shots, famous last words. Standard dog bite plus an extra green die for outnumbering the ranger, hitting on 6s. Everything's 6s today. That's a big old crit with anything on the bottle caps. Cancel repairs. Nope. Okay, well that's just 2 damage versus 4 armor. Unfortunately he fully blocks it. They're actually pretty tough in close combat. I regret not just shooting at him. That's better. Well, hang on, no it's not, it's a miss. If it had been a hit, it would have been a lot better. But sadly not, Dogmeat has whiffed. This NCR Ranger here, who activated last time, is activating second and is going to shoot into the free tech in his power armor. Twice, and again it's 6s I believe. No, it's 5s this time. 5s for the troopers. Close though. That's a 9, 8, 7, 6. Not good enough. Try again. Crit fail. These are not the NCR. These are people pretending to be professional soldiers. I'm going to activate Pennyworth. He's going to try and slice up that 4 physical armor ranger. The extra black die is from his charge bonus. The green die is from outnumbering with Dogmeat. And it's on 6s, the magic number of this match apparently. That would have been such a good hit. Oh well. So the black die disappears and we roll again. They're acting less like the synth New Hope and more like my actual New Hope. Although they hit. Okay, so that's 2 damage versus 4 armor. Blocks 1, takes 1. Well, here comes the nasty one. The first recon sniper is shooting into the combat over here. Now here's a little thing I'm not sure about, because he does not have to roll for who he hits in close combat, but that's all the rule says. It doesn't say you don't get the benefit for shooting into combat, because that would normally be +2 to your skill roll with the drop 1 of a dice. So that would mean he's getting +4 in total thanks to his speciality as well, meaning he can only fail on a crit fail. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's how it's coming across. Let's see if it matters on the first roll. Well, that's a fail. With a quick action, what can he do with a quick action as I almost dropped this? He can prepare, he can... I'm not sure what else, I'll have to look. I'll look in between takes, the card's a bit too far away. Let's do the other shot in the meantime. That is a hit, by far a hit. Does the nuke do anything on the sniper rifle? No, it's only stars and bottle caps. 1 armor break though, so that is 2 damage versus 1 armor. Doesn't block any, takes 2 more. So we're still with the sniper because he can use that quick action to fire his rifles. Only specifically rifles. But that's not a problem here. But it would be at a -2, which negates the benefit for shooting into close combat, but not his speciality, so still on 9s. Yeah, that's a hit. The star is 1 extra damage. 1 armor break, 3 damage. It's 3 damage versus 1 armor. Blocks 1, takes 2. That's still enough. The Dogmeat is down. He is out of there. Well, 1 doggo down later, I'm going with the free tech. Moving up, ignoring the trooper on his left, shooting at the one directly on top of the container there with his combat shotgun, and it's on 3s. Fail with a quick action. What can he do with quick actions? Getting a lot of quick actions today. You know, he can do a prepare, and he's in a position such that he can definitely do something with it once someone activates near him. It'll mean he can only hit on a crit, but whatever. Well, the last activation of turn 2 for the NCR is that other trooper. He's going to fire his combat rifle point blank range into the free tech. That is a black and a yellow die on 2 base damage, and it's on 5s, and he will get shot back at after the first shot, but we'll just do both his to start with. Yeah, that is a 4. Oh dear. He knows how to roll well on a black die. So that's 4 damage versus 3 + 1 armor. So in total he blocked 3, thankfully, and only took 1. That is the power armor saving his behind, because otherwise he would have just died right there, I think. And then the other shot, although the reaction would happen first, but we'll cover that in a moment, that's a miss. So then the reaction shot, it only hits on a crit. Not expecting much here. Oh, I saw the crit for a second. It would have been 4 damage. You can't get a quick action off a quick action, so that's just wasted. Down to my final 3 activations, the Soul Survivor, the Settler, and John. Going with the Soul Survivor first, charging into the Ranger to help out Pennyworth, taking a green die for outnumber bonus, black die for charge bonus, and just using a machete, hoping to do a lot of damage to crack that 4 physical armor. That's an 8, comes down by a 6. Oh, this is good. Okay, so that's 4 damage versus 4 armor. He blocks 1, takes 3. What does that put him at? 4, 5, 6, 7. He's dead. He has 6 health. Yep. Rangers are tough. They have a lot of decent armor, decent chances to hit, decent weaponry. Shame he only shot the Ranger Sequoia once. But for New Hope's sake, I'm glad he's gone. I'm moving the Settler up, and rather than waste another shot on the first recon sniper, shoot at the Trooper in the open. And that black measure is to indicate she is in short range. So it is on 6s with the laser rifle she's been given. A hit. The bottle caps set her on fire. I think that's a female NCR soldier. And that's 3 damage versus 2 armor. Oh wait, no, wrong card. Oh no, it is 2. Yeah, 2 armor. Well, either way, no matter which way you roll that, it's a 4 or a 3, so does not block anything, takes 3 damage and is set on fire. That's really good. And then finally John just moved twice. No point hiding behind the cover, because if the sniper shoots him he's just going to ignore it anyway, and from that line of sight there would be no cover. So yeah, he just moved up. Incidentally, I didn't put any items down or anything to search this time, because 1, it's meant to be neutral ground in the middle of the open, so I figured it would already be looted, and 2, I thought it would be such a dogfight that there wouldn't be time to grab anything anyway. So let's see what the event is going to be as we go into turn 3. This is going well, so let's hope this doesn't ruin anything. Lurking Fog Crawler. I don't think there's anyone close enough to the edge of the table. We're all in the middle. Let's see. Of the models within red of a battlefield edge. Yep, none. Does it say what to do if there's none? It does not. So there is a Fog Crawler lurking nearby, but no one is near enough to the edge of a table. Actually, hang on. The first recon sniper might be. I know he's up on a roof. No, he's not within, because the edge of the table would be like there. He's safe by like an inch or 2. So the first activation of turn 3, which might end up being the final turn, this is going a lot smoother than I thought it would, although that's what happens when dice rolls are in your favour a lot. It's no wonder these are more enjoyable when that happens. Either way, that trooper is activating, the NCR trooper down there. He's going to shoot into the free tech again, twice, close combat with the combat rifle, or close range, sorry. And it's on 5s. That would be a 9, so that's a no. And then the missed the dice 3 times there. Second shot. That is a no with a quick action. What can NCR troopers do with quick actions? They can do a standard prepare, which, when you're this close, I guess, does have a reason. Oh, incidentally, NCR have a special rule where they can absorb a prepare instead of using it to shoot back to gain an extra level of cover. So I don't think this is the most tactically sound first activation I should be doing. Maybe it's a little cocky that I'm just kind of messing around a little bit. I'm activating the free tech, and he's going to shoot that trooper in the face with the shotgun twice. He's going to get shot back at after the first shot, but we'll just do both his first. So the first one, that's a 10. That couldn't be further from failing. Succeeding, I mean. That's a success with 1 extra damage and a quick action. Okay, hang on a second. So that is 3 damage versus 2 armor. He blocks none of it and takes 3. All of a sudden, everything is coming up Millhouse. And with his quick action, he'll also do a prepare. But I don't think he can counter a counter, if you know what I mean. So, well, plus it was on the second shot, and he would have fired back after the first, which is these. And it'd be on 3s. Ignore this black die. It is a hit. 1 armor break, 1 extra damage. That's 3 damage versus 2 plus 1. He blocks 2, takes 1. Alright, they exchanged fire, and both of them got hurt a bit. Well, the trooper up there is activating, and the fire has dealt 1 damage. Now we need to test to see if it goes out. On an X, it goes out. Yep, okay, no longer on fire. And no matter what she does, it's going to trigger that reaction from the free tech because it's in his presence radius. She's just going to shoot him close range with the hunting rifle, which is armor break central, so probably a good idea to try and crack that power armor. It's on 5s, and that is not a hit. And then the other one, although he would counter at that point, that is a hit for 1 armor break, so that's 2 versus 2 plus 1. He fully blocks it, and in between those shots he would have triggered his reaction and shot her, succeeding only on a crit. He got a crit. That is 3 damage versus 2 armor. She blocked 1, took 2, and just got her head shot off. Who is this team and what have they done with my actual characters? Well, before the first recon sniper picks and chooses his target this turn, I'm moving the sole survivor up and he's going to shoot into that trooper, try and kill them. Incendiary assault rifle at close range is rolling this, needing a 5 or less. Fail with a quick action. Well, he'll do a prepare because I don't think he can do anything else with him. Let me just check his card. He cannot. Well, the first recon sniper is going to still shoot at the sole survivor because he's the closest unique character, because it was really only him and Dogmeat. I haven't been counting John as a unique character for the purposes of the settlers unique rule. The sniper rifle has a short range of black, and anyone within that range who he's shooting at, they get off kind of lucky because it only rolls a yellow die instead of, well, green, blue. Still 2 damage base, but, and hitting on 9s, but a lot less threatening because they're in the minimum range, and snipers don't do well at close range. Well, close range is relative, I suppose. That's still a hit for 2 damage versus 3 armor. Blocks 1, takes 1, so that's him up to 3 damage. Do I have an icon here? I do. 3 damage. Now he would fire back because his presence is black, so yep, he would fire back after that shot, but let's just do the other sniper shot first. It's a crit. He doesn't generate crits, does he? No. So 2 damage versus 3 armor. Blocks all of it. The counter attack though would be a long range, so it's black and blue, and it would be down to 3s on a reaction shot. Ah, so close. Settlers moving up, going to shoot the laser rifle into the back of the trooper there. I'm sure that's very honourable. Well, not when you roll a crit fail, I suppose. Never mind. Well, let's see if John can do a little bit better, moving up to the same bit of scenery and shooting over it with his revolver, or his 22, or not 22, 44, sorry. Just pointing it at his head and pulling the trigger. 7 comes down to a 6, that is good enough as a hit, so that's 2 damage versus 2 armor. Doesn't block any of it, that's him up to 5. How much health do they got? They only have 4. He is out of there. So as you probably know, we still have Pennyworth left to activate, but only the first recon sniper is the sole survivor for the NCR. And as we cast a gaze up here, you'll notice that he's thought better of the situation. His morale has broken, or he thought it of tactical benefit to get out of there and carry information back to the NCR that the unit has all been wiped out and that the robot has not been claimed. So we are going to call it a victory there a lot quicker than I thought it would be, and everyone who said we wouldn't need the Brotherhood's assistance this time, you were dead right. So with Wounded Doggo in tow, the New Hope settlers are returning to the settlement to explain to the Brotherhood that the NCR won't be an issue, at least for now, although they are starting to get a little bothered, let's say, by so many people trying to claim ownership over this strange robot that for some reason they have to help be caretakers of, because the Brotherhood is keeping it in New Hope rather than in one of their own areas for reasons unknown. So next week will be the penultimate episode for the season, and there'll be one last opportunity as well to vote on NCR Reliance, and then we'll see what happens in the big finale. So I hope you'll come back again next Friday, and remember I do the votes for whether we take Brotherhood help a week in advance, so on the day you're seeing this there should be a vote for the episode I'm talking about, because I'll be filming it while you're watching. And if you want to support this series and a potential season 3, please do consider becoming a channel member, pressing the thanks button, or just subscribing, checking the Patreon, showing your support in any way you can, paid or otherwise. And if you're interested in other Modiphius games, by the time you hear this, there should already be the first video in a little test series I'm doing on the Elder Scrolls Call to Arms, which plays incredibly similar to this, because it's from Modiphius. So consider checking that out as well. I have some plans to potentially do something similar with that game, albeit in smaller scale. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Probably a bit of a short one this time, but that just means that stuff went well for us, for a change. Thank you for watching again. See you next time. Ta-ta for now.